A long time ago in the village of Zama, there lived a princess named Lena, the first daughter of King Omri. Unlike her three younger sisters, Lena remained unmarried not by choice, but because of how others perceived her body. She was larger than most women in the kingdom, and suitors refused to come forward. Villagers mocked her behind her back. Her weight became a constant topic for gossip. People would quietly say, "It takes 3 wrappers to wrap around her waist." Others would callously joke, "She ate an entire goat in one day." This really bothered King Omri and his wife. They attempted multiple times to marry her off, but no man was willing. Lena, however, had given up hope. Food, addicted, she couldn't envision ever being thin. She thought that if anyone was ever willing to marry her, it would be for her royal rank, not because they loved her. And all Lena ever longed to be was truly loved. In spite of her misery, Lena loved dancing. She was a very good dancer. At times she would creep into her room and dance to rhythms she produced in her mouth. When there were festivals, she would find a secluded place just near enough to hear music and dance with all her might in secret, far from sneering eyes. In a year, the annual festival of the 4 villages came, and the entire kingdom hummed with excitement. The citizens practiced dance moves, got out the best clothes, tuned their instruments, and waited for the fine food to be served. But Lena, as ever, awaited only a quiet corner where she could dance undisturbed. She discovered a secluded area where she could hear the flutes and drums distinctly. With a big smile on her face, she started dancing, but then she realized that the beat of a single drum was getting louder. She attempted to neglect it, absorbed in her music. Abruptly, all the music at the festival came to an end except for the beat of a single drum. She turned back and noticed a man smiling widely as he played his drum. He ceased and said, "Why did you stop dancing?" Surprised, Lena ran away. However, due to her being fat, the man was soon able to catch up with her. "Leave me alone," she gasped. "Go find another one to laugh at." The man smiled at her. "I became lost when I was trying to locate the market square and noticed you dancing, so I thought I'd accompany you with my drum." Lena saw the striking color of his attire. He wasn't from her village. She thanked him and provided directions for the square. But the man did not disperse. He resumed drumming and urged her to continue dancing. Impressed by his tenacity, Lena started to sway her hips gradually to his beat. "What do I have to lose?" she said to herself. "He's a stranger I'll never lay eyes on again." She stopped after some time. "Thank you, Mr. Drummer. I enjoyed myself so much. My name is Tari, not Mr. Drummer," he said. Lena told him her name. As she was about to walk away, Tari invited her back the following day. Lena complied. That evening, she couldn't get him out of her mind. She tried not to overdo it after all. Such a good-looking guy couldn't be interested in her, could he? The following night, Lena went back to be with Tari. He was overjoyed at the sight of her, as she was with him. They spent hours conversing before he picked up his drum once more and she danced. Weeks went by, and their nocturnal encounters became the highlight of their existence. Eventually, Tari professed his love to Lena. She had suspected that he was in love with her, but did not want to assume. When finally he spoke his heart to her, she was thrilled. "I will come with my people on the next market day to request your hand," he declared. Lena hastened home to inform her parents. They were ecstatic finally, a suitor. But a week prior to the visit, a horrid airborne disease swept over the land. All 4 villages closed their gates and everyone was told to remain indoors. Lena was heartbroken. She couldn't visit Tari anymore. Worse, a few days into the lockdown, Lena herself caught the disease. For over 3 months, she struggled to survive. The illness killed her appetite, and she could barely eat. By the time a herbalist found a cure and Lena fully recovered, her appearance had drastically changed. She had lost so much weight, she now resembled her sisters. Her features were more pronounced, her beauty unquestionable. Men who never gave her a second look now courted her. Rich suitors stood in line to ask for her hand. Lena suddenly felt too good for Tari. When the borders opened up, she went back to their secret place. As expected, Tari was there. He barely recognized her. "My princess, I missed your lovely smile," he told her. But Lena shouldered him. He thought she was joking. He set down his drum and started drumming. "Stop that racket, Mr. Drummer, I'm no longer interested. I came only to inform you I won't be marrying you." Tari was flabbergasted. She went on, "I understand you've never gotten to be friends with a true princess before. That's why you constantly smiled like a goat." And then she turned and walked away, telling him never to call her again. Tari dispatched emissaries to plead for a second chance with Lena. She brushed them all off. Meanwhile, she luxuriated in the admiration of many new suitors. At last she came up with a plan. She would hold a big wrestling tournament, and whoever won would become her husband. Invitations were sent throughout the kingdoms. Lena spent 4 months indoors getting beauty treatments, getting ready to encounter her prince-to-be. But she forgot one thing: her diet hadn't changed. Day by day, the weight returned. By the time the tournament came along, she was back to where she started. She attempted to call off the gathering, but her father declined. "A good man will still desire you," he told her. Warriors, merchants, farmers, and men of high birth attended on the day of the gathering. But when Lena showed up to receive them, they were taken aback. She was not as they had anticipated. They departed one after another. Lena was devastated. Turning to slink away in embarrassment, she noticed a friendly-faced Tari. But he was not. Wearing fine attire, he seemed like royalty. He was hailed by a servant. "My prince, your father awaits to depart." It dawned on Lena only then Tari was a prince after all. Son of a neighboring king, he had masqueraded because he loved music and wanted to relate to others without the hindrance of status. As she saw him disappear into the distance, she realized the significance of what she had lost: a man who loved her at her worst. She never found love again. She ended up as the 10th wife of an elderly chief. Moral of the story: never turn your back on the people who stood with you when you had nothing. Those who love you at your worst are precious, and once lost, they may never be found.